Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Emulator with your host Dylan. And today's episode, we are going to talk about Emudrop. Emudrop is a ROM download client that actually can be used on Stockmix, Crossmix, and Knulli. So what I've got down here is on the Trimui Smart Pro. I've got, where did it go? Apps. I've got Emudrop, and what it allows us to do is go to platforms for games and download the ROMs, and it will also scrape them. So while this is loading, this one is actually already up on the brick with Knulli, and you can see the selection of platforms that are here. So we can go to, for example, Dreamcast, and you can see there's a selection of games, and it will actually load the box art. My internet could be a little bit lagging today. Sometimes it's best to kind of scroll through to see which one comes up with art. For some reason this one is not allowing my internet connection, so we'll go over to the Crossmix and we'll do the same thing. There we go. Now we have some art. So if we were going to go down to Air Force Delta, there we go. We've got some screen art. I think my other device is just lacking the Wi-Fi for picking it up at this moment. We'll get that corrected when we reinstall. So this just kind of shows you the platforms that are available. Nintendo 64. So if we were going to go ahead and pull this game off, here's an image. We'd go press A. Then my Wi-Fi seems to be hanging up here. It should populate a window. Seems we've frozen up for a second here. Here we go with the image. So if we were going to go ahead and download the Nintendo 64, it actually wants to show you the game size, actually, and also your space that's on your, I have a 128, so I still have about 95 gigs free if I wanted to download it. The example would be just like this, yes. Now it's going to go to a download menu. I'm going to go press X, and as you can see, my internet connection is working rather well. It's downloading the game, and then we'll actually scrape it. So in a few seconds here, we'll go ahead and back out. We'll go ahead and I'll get you on the computer. You can see where we actually locate that program, be able to download it and get it into your SD card and get you set up. So while this is downloading, again, thanks for watching Beyond the Emulator. If you like these videos, please put a like next to them and also subscribe. More videos to come. So it's extracted the file. It's going to scrape it. This was for Nintendo 64. Go ahead and get out of it. Now if we were going to go to our emulators, go over to Nintendo 64. We're going to have to do a refresh. So let's go ahead and get out of this. Let's refresh our ROMs. It's always suggested after you've added any ROMs to the games is always to the Crossmix software is go ahead and do a refresh of ROMs. There we go, at the top of the list, 007. We'll go ahead and press A to click on it. Should actually open up right up. Whoa. So to go back through, what I did was, we're going to go and press X. We're going to locate a different emulator. Let's go with the Mupen 64 Plus. Press A. Goodness. Game does not want to seem to go. Let's go with the standalone. And there we go. Just was an emulator change. Everything works beautiful. There we go. Using the joystick, we can select what we want. Perfect. So, without further ado, let me go ahead and get onto the computer and show you how to get Emudrop installed on Crossmix and Knulli. So we're over here on the interweb, and we're going to go to Emudrop. So this is the website that we're going to go. It's a GitHub, and I'll go ahead and include that in the description. We'll scroll down, and what Emudrop is a user-friendly game ROM downloader application for the Smart Pro and Brick. You can see also it's being used for Knulli in the other devices for the RG by Ambernick. You can see those down there in the list. This is what the platform will look like when the device is operating, which we already shown a preview of. You can actually type in to select a game. We'll go ahead and do that as well. It also provides you a few multiple sources to pull from. And your download gives you a few features you can read into and to get into the installation. So down here, this is the important stuff here. So what we would want to do is we'd want to go ahead and go to the current release. Click here. And there's actually two versions. So two versions are installed completely different, one for the Knulli and one for Crossmix. So what we would do is we'd go ahead and download the Emudrop file, which I've already done. For this application, what we're going to do is we're going to do Crossmix first, and then we'll do Knulli after that. So we'll go ahead and minimize this screen. And what I've done is I've actually downloaded the file and then opened up the file. And what I've done is shown also an example of my folder, which is a little bit bigger, and that's after it's actually been installed. Additional files will be created. So this is the base on the left. So where it needs to be located would be in your apps. So if we're going to go back out of this, we're going to go to the main. When we drop our SD card into the computer, it's going to open up onto the file drive, and we're going to be looking for apps. And we're going to be doing basically this folder here would be basically copied and pasted into apps. So that's the application that would be done there, which is also to be shown right here. Extract the download file, mount it into apps for Crossmix. Okay, so let me go ahead and switch over the SD card, and we'll show you the Knulli application so you can see the comparison, and then we'll go ahead and put both cards back in and then download a game on each of them, scrape the art, and go ahead and do a little quick gameplay to wrap this up. So here we are back with the Emudrop. This time what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and install it for the Knulli. So I'll go ahead and give you the example of it. So when we go back again down here, you'll see in the installation instructions for Knulli, it actually needs to be located under the ROMs, under the Pygame. And you're actually going to have to run an additional program at the front end for mapping your keys. But I'll show you this. So for an example of what we have here, on the left, this is actually my SD card that was from my Knulli installation for the brick. So what I did was, you would go to your ROMs, go ahead and locate Pygame, and what you're going to do is, you're going to download the Emudrop Knulli version, which will then turn around and be a folder, which then you can unzip it. And when you unzip it, you're going to take all these files that are here, the 6 folders, and you're going to drag them right over here to your Pygame. There could be additional files already there, just let them override. But you can see that actually mine's been set up here with the Emudrop. So what we're doing is we're downloading the Emudrop file, Knulli. We're going to go ahead and unzip it. We're going to take those files, and we're basically going to go ahead and put them into the Pygame, which is again located under ROMs, which is on your shared drive for Knulli. So that just gives you some information there. Again, let me go ahead and remove my SD card out of it, reboot the Knulli, and let's go ahead and get Emudrop running and playing. While the Knulli is loading up, we'll go ahead and do the Crossmix first. So to go ahead and locate your Emudrop file, go ahead and use your R to get over. Go to Apps. We're going to scroll through the apps. Should be the end. And there's Emudrop. We're going to go ahead and press Select. So I'm going to check and see if there's any updates. Emudrop can also be used for both Knulli's version on the TPS, Trimui Smart Pro, as well as the brick. So if we've already got to our platforms, we can go ahead and grab a game. Let's go ahead and just select a Super Nintendo game for this example. PlayStation is also listed, PSP is also listed. So we're going to go to Super Nintendo. We're going to go ahead and do Y for a search. Let's just type in Mario. So the keypad will populate, and it also is filtering the search. So if we go return, it's going to start listing anything that had Mario in it. And it's going to start opening up every game. And there could be some different regional versions. Some that might be in different languages. Let's go ahead with Dr. Mario. I'm going to go ahead and press A for select. Seems to be hanging up for a reason. Not really sure why. Well, that's thinking. Let's go ahead and get into Pygame over here on the Knulli. You can see Emudrop is listed. I'm going to go press A to select. Crossmix seems to be hanging up, and I'm not sure if that's a Wi-Fi issue. Let's try this one more time. There we go. While this is going, there we go. So on the Crossmix, you can see, do we want to download the game? Yes. It's going to tell you how big the game size is. We're going to press yes. We're going to go press X to go see our active installation. It actually was already downloaded. So it's scraping it right now. And again, we'll go ahead and get out of here. This is for Super Nintendo. So we just B to go back. Arrow, B to get out of here. Whoop. A to get out of it. Yes. We're going to go ahead and press our menu button. Refresh our ROMs. Going to go over to our emulators. There's our Super Nintendo platform. There's Dr. Mario. Go ahead and press enter to start it. And there we go. We've got Dr. Mario right away. Within, a few minutes, we've literally just downloaded a game to play. So if you're at an airport and you want to download a game, that would be great. If anywhere you are with a Wi-Fi connection, you're able to download a quick game if you want, if you saw something that was on your phone that intrigued you. So again, we'll go ahead and get out of this. We'll flip over to the Knulli. It's just a smaller compacted version on their screen. We'll go ahead and do the same thing again. We'll go ahead and hit the Super Nintendo. We'll press A. We'll press X. We're going to go ahead and do Mario again. And do return. And as you can see, it's listed as Super Mario. We could go game by game. Here's our other game again. Here's Tetris and Dr. Mario. Same game. Press A to enter. It's going to give me the same information. I'm going to go ahead and select it. I'm going to go into my downloads. It's already looking like it's getting scraped. That's how quickly my internet was working. I had to switch the Wi-Fi connection, and it seemed to be working just rather quickly. don't go ahead and you do not want to get out of the application while scraping. It will not save the scraping, so you need to have that completed. What I've ran on the Emudrop is I believe you can run up to 5 simultaneous downloads. If there's more than that, it will actually put them in a queue and then download those after. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Let's go ahead and locate our Super Nintendo. Here we are. What I'm thinking is what's happened is I think it as well is not refreshing the list. There it goes. There's Dr. Mario. And there again, we just installed on the brick a quick game. Go ahead and get out of this. So as simple as that, you can download some games onto your device, onto either your Trimui Smart Pro or brick with Emudrop. Again, thanks for watching this video and watching Beyond the Emulator. Go ahead and put a like and subscribe. And thanks again. Have a good day.